there, it's Laura Templeton with 30 Second Success. Welcome, welcome. I know I'm a few minutes early here, but I just wanted to pop on and just get acquainted with Facebook Live. I know it's always interesting to try something new. I've done a few Facebook Lives where I have to admit I have kind of cheated and just recorded it for myself. And then once I decided it was okay, then I sent it out there. So it's a great way to get used to doing the Facebook Live videos, is just doing it for yourself on your personal page. And then if you like it, then sharing it. But it's a great way to get started. So that being said, my whole reason for starting Live in 30 is so that I can share my expertise, start interviewing some amazing people, get their insight into the world of networking, branding, messaging, business, success. There's so many amazing people that I meet all the time. Just wanted to give them a platform so they can come and visit. So we're going to be doing Live in 30 every Thursday at 3:30 right here on 30 Second Success Facebook page. So if you are not already one of the followers of my page and would like to do so, please go ahead and like 30 Second Success. Like I said, this is going to be a regular weekly episode. So I'm seeing a few people popping on. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Amy. Good to see you guys. So thank you so much for joining me. I was just making some quick introductions here, a little bit about myself. We're going to have a few more people joining us, so that's always fun. So like I was just saying, first time actually going live, no do-overs on Facebook Live here. So thank you so much for jumping on and joining me in this conversation. And I definitely will be looking for questions from you guys as we go. Thank you so much for the thumbs up there. Appreciate that. That's always fun. So thank you for joining. And just we have like another minute before we get really kind of dive in here. So share a little bit about myself, my background. I'm Laura Templeton with 30 Second Success. I have been in direct sales for about 15, actually had been in direct sales for about 15 years before I launched 30 Second Success. And in direct sales, we all know that there's a tremendous amount of training that comes with that, a lot of background and information that is just not available to the general public. And when you're in that world of personal development and growthology with the whole idea of 30 Second Success kind of stemmed from that. So I learned a lot while I was in direct sales, and I learned how to connect with other people through that 30-second message. Then in my direct sales business, I actually used to use networking as part of my marketing strategy, jumped into a leadership role with Professional Women's Business Network here locally where I live in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, and found that one of the biggest struggles most people have in that networking environment is somebody to help them with their 30-second commercials. A lot of people really struggle with it. Many people are very fearful of it. As a matter of fact, I've had people tell me that they've invited friends for years to come out to networking events, and they won't because they have to do a 30-second commercial. So it's kind of sad that people won't take advantage of that networking environment to connect and market their businesses and really get to know other people, because it's such a supportive environment. Networking people are amazing, people who will just support you, lift you up, and help you through some of those fears that you have surrounding the public speaking side of doing your 30-second message. But I saw so many amazing women and some men that would just, they're just incredible, confident people that would just turn to mush when it would come time to do their 30-second message. So I started offering my services, started helping people with their 30-second message, and from that, the whole idea of 30 Second Success came to fruition. Started getting more and more requests to speak to other groups, to show up and help people. People started asking me if I would write their commercials for them. I love it. I'm very creative. I love writing, and it's just a passion of mine, and I love getting to know people. So putting all of those things together gave me the ability to be able to have an insight into people that authentic side of their heart, getting to really put that into words, what they really love to do. So having done that, it's been really fun. And that's what I really wanted to do. And with 30 Second Success, now I have a chance to do it. So it's a lot of fun. Company's been growing in my third year, which is amazing to me. That I've actually wound up doing taxes for the third time. That's never fun, but you know, it's part of the business. But it's also good because you need to know your numbers, and so it's always been enlightening to see. But every year there's growth, which is good. And this year I just launched brand new websites, and also launched 3 new online courses, which we'll talk a little bit more about those. So that's fun. And I'm on social media, and I'm trying to build more of a presence on social media, starting to really explore video. That's part of the reason for Facebook Live. Challenged by my mastermind group to get on here and to start doing some Facebook Lives. And hopefully some of those folks will pop on here soon. But they challenged me to just do a weekly Facebook Live to get used to doing video. Because you know what? When I'm teaching clients how to do their 30-second commercials in front of a camera, it's one thing. But to do it myself, I get it. I totally get it. So being able to speak from experience and say, you know what? I can do it. You can too, is what my heart's desire is. Because I want to experience those challenges, understand them, figure out how to overcome them, and then help my clients do the same thing. So coach people through the things that if I'm expecting them to do it, I want to do it myself. So that's what 30 Second Success is all about. Just really coaching people through the process of getting your message out there, creating your brand message, branding your business in a way that sets you apart and really gets you the attention you deserve, that really resonates with your audience and drives more business to your door. That's part of who and how we work here. So, and when I talk about we, it's myself, my daughter is my virtual administrator, and my husband is kind of my business manager. So it's fun. It's a family affair, but I do pay them. I pay my daughter, and it's nice to be able to support her as a virtual admin. She's got a nice little business going, and she's raising 2 babies at home, so it gives her the ability to work from home and raise the kids. So that's always fun. So welcome, Linda. Glad to see you joined us. Thank you so much. If you want, just put a little comment in the notes where you're from, and I would love to, get to know everybody. That if I'm not familiar with you, if we haven't networked together before, would just love to be able to say hi and follow you as well. And just wanted to share the reasoning behind this episode today, and what I wanted to talk about is your 30-second message. So crafting your 30-second message is challenging for a lot of people. A lot of people find that, they have a message, and either it's really doesn't feel right, it doesn't really connect with their audience, or they just aren't sure what it is that their audience is looking to hear. What's going to inspire their audience to really stand up and pay attention? So that's one of the things that I wanted to share today, was the importance of your 30-second message. Not everybody has one. Everybody should have one. And one of the things that I'm working on right now is a corporate program, because I feel that companies really need to have a message that everybody in the company can carry forth, that can really spread the message about what they do. So that's something that I'm working on. But I really believe that everybody should have a 30-second message. When somebody says to you, so what do you do? How do you answer it? Some people are really fearful of that question. They really struggle with being able to answer it very succinctly and with confidence. So what I do when I work with clients is we go through a deep understanding of, understanding where you want to use your 30-second message, what the importance of it is. That the real importance of your 30-second message is to grab the attention of your audience. And the reason why I say it specifically like that is that your audience is listening for you to give them that aha. They're listening for what you can do for them. It's kind of like the what's in it for me syndrome. But the importance of that 30-second message is to give them just enough of information to grab their attention and get them to want to know more. And the reason for this is, if we stand there and we tell everybody everything that we do and we just kind of go on and on and on, chances are first we're going to get dinged. The bell's going to go off. We're going to go way past that 30 seconds. And then the other thing is if you tell them everything about what you do, there's no reason for them to want to connect and want to know more, because you've already told them what they do and they're going to go, oh, okay, well, that's fine, because then I kind of know what she does. I don't need her services right now. I'll connect with her later. And they've already forgotten you. They've moved on to someone else. But if you give them that nugget, something that's just kind of like you drop it and then you say it and then you kind of clam up, you want them to say, oh my gosh, how do you do that? That's the response that you want to get from people. That's the reaction that you want to get from people. How many of you, and you can kind of like hit the, the hands, the thumbs up button. How many of you have ever been in a networking event and someone gives a 30-second commercial and you hear everybody in the room go, ooh, or oh my gosh, like they get that whole excitement just happens. People really react to that 30-second message. Have you guys had that happen? I know I have. And I've seen it time and time again, especially with clients once they get that messaging down. There's strength in understanding how to deliver that message to, that confidence that comes with delivering a really authentic message. And there's an outline, there's a formula for your 30-second message. I learned it years ago from Brian Tracy. And it's just a formula that's really simple. We talk so much about having to be able to come from your heart. Hey, Amy, how are you? Welcome on board. Having to come from your heart, the authenticity. But sometimes we aren't really sure. Hey, Robin, welcome. So sometimes we're not really sure exactly what it is that we're trying to tap into, who it is that we really want to connect with. So when I'm working with clients, one of the things that I love to do is just take a deep dive into who your ideal client is. We talk about, so often people will say, oh, my avatar is this. And, they'll talk about an avatar and really kind of highlight who their ideal clients are, really pinpoint who it is that they want a specific client that they're marketing to. Now, they're willing to work with other people, but there's a certain group of people that they really, really enjoy working with, and they really enjoy serving them. So we kind of dive deep into that, because that's where your messaging can really start taking a tailored design where it's specific to your target audience, to that audience. And then we talk about, where are you finding them? Where are you networking? For those of you who are on here, if you want to just type in, in the little word box, if there's different groups that you really like to network with locally, please feel free to put them on there. And online groups are great to network with as well. So, understanding who your ideal client is, where you're going to find them, that is so important. But that 30-second message is crucial. It's really critical to having that message, having it down pat, really understanding how to use it in a way that's authentic. It really resonates with you because it's personal. It's attached to who you are and how you serve your clients. It's part of why you do what you do. Great. Thanks, Amy. Thanks for sharing BNI, Delaware Valley regions. That's awesome. Love BNI, love LaTip. They have a great format in that they're really good people to work with. So understanding that 30-second message is really to make an impression on your audience, to attract people to you, attract people to what you do, getting them to say, oh my gosh, how do you do that? It's kind of like, don't spill all the beans, save some in the pot for later. Well, once you have their attention and they ask you, so how do you do that? Even when you're standing one-on-one and somebody will say to you, so what do you do? And my answer is always say, well, I help people develop their 30-second message for networking and for video. And people are like, oh my gosh, how do you do that? Like, you know what? I'd really love to explain more, but it might take a little bit. And there's a lot of people here that I'd really like to get to know, and I'm sure you would too. And besides, I'd really like to know more about your business as well. So why don't we schedule a one-on-one? And I'll invite people to a virtual coffee or to a coffee connection so that we can sit down, and then I have their undivided attention. They have my undivided attention, and we can share information about each other's businesses without all the distraction. That way it starts to really create that connection, that know, like, and trust factor that we all talk about in business. People need to trust you before they're going to do business with you. So it's really important to build those connections. And that 30-second message is a real great way to do it. Now, you can also use your 30-second message, not just in networking, but also in video. I have it on my website in a video for, my home page, so that when people come to my website, again, it's that know, like, and trust factor. I'm sharing my 30-second commercial, and I also put it on, it was really cool. I didn't realize you could do this. It's the header on my business page on Facebook. I didn't know you could do that until I went to update my header the other day, and it said video, and I was like, oh, I have a new video. So I was able to share it there. So there's a lot of different places you can use your 30-second commercial, and video is becoming more and more crucial to your SEO, to what's driving your Facebook interactions. And I think it's like 84% of all opens or interactions are driven by visual marketing, and that's video. So video content is huge. So getting in front of that video camera with your 30-second message is so important. And it really is the simplicity of, it's like you're talking to a friend, getting used to talking to a friend, like talking to your camera. And I tell people that all the time, just practice with your camera. You don't have to put it out there. Just practice with your camera. I have a really dear friend. I've been working with her, and she has a beautiful home. As you can see, my office is my daughter's bedroom, because my actual real office is under construction right now. We're renovating and paint's going on. So I've got purple walls behind me right now, but it doesn't matter. It's about what you're bringing, the fact that you're getting on camera, you're sharing information, you're getting comfortable in front of the camera. And that's what matters. That's what makes a difference. We're all human. So if you make a mistake and you stumble over what you're going to say or what you're going to share, it's okay, because we're all human. We all make mistakes. And again, it's building that know, like, and trust factor. You don't want to be unapproachable. People who come off as being perfect and all like well and good in a tight little package, sometimes they almost appear unapproachable. Because we really struggle with that. So be human, be yourself. Don't be afraid to make mistakes and put it out there and laugh at yourself. I don't know if you saw it recently, and I shared it on my YouTube channel, which make sure you subscribe to all my other social, including YouTube, but Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter. I like sharing people's stuff. So if you put stuff out there, I'll make an effort to share it for you. And if there's anything you want me to share, I'd be happy to. But again, that using your 30-second commercial in all those arenas, it can become part of your bio. It could be your bio. Some of the bio sections in social media are really short, so you could use that. Hey, Robin, how you doing? So you could really use those bios in that, your 30-second message is part of your bio or as your bio. Just tweak it a little bit, and it's perfect for that. So what's really unique about video and getting yourself out there, getting in front of the camera, just practicing your message, it becomes really natural. It becomes part of who you are. It becomes part of your messaging. You can play with it and have fun, depending on which groups you're connecting with. But understanding that it's not about educating people on everything you do. It's really about creating that attention-getting message that gets people to sit up and say, oh my gosh, how do you do that? That's what you want. So I would love it if you guys want to type some questions in. And I'm still learning this whole side of Facebook Live. And if you missed anything and you want me to repeat it, I'd be happy to. But I'm here for you. So any questions that you guys have, please feel free to ask them. I'd be happy to answer them for you. So I'm just looking to see who we have on here. Amy Connell and Amy Hoke. Amy, you do a lot of networking. Both of you ladies do a lot of networking. That's awesome. So, and that's one of the things. If you are in the Delaware Valley or even in Philadelphia, if you are interested, I'd be happy to share any of the networking groups that I belong to. There's several of them in the area. online and offline. So if you're interested in that, just hit me up, send me a message, ask me any questions about those, and I'd be happy to share those with you. So hey, Cheryl, it's good to see you here. Just wrapping up about your 30-second message. So make sure that you get to listen to the replay when we're done. So. But thank you so much for everybody for being here. I'm so glad that you were able to jump on my very first episode live. Would love comments on this information if it was helpful for you. And anything that you would like to touch on in the coming episodes, any questions that you have about connecting, about networking, about 30-second message, about building your business, about strategy for your business, be happy to answer questions. I don't give away the store, but I am really happy to help everybody. So thanks, Amy. I appreciate the comment. Thank you so much. But it was lovely being here with you. I would love it to be able to hear other people and, connect again soon. Hey, Kim. Good to see you. I haven't seen you in forever. I was just thinking about you the other day. So thank you all for being here. And, make sure that you're following on all the social media, and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube page, because I'm going to make sure that'll be here too. So thank you so much.